Welcome back to Wondermind Quiz. An FBI interrogator can spot a lie in under 3 seconds, but 90% of people completely fail this quiz. Are you sharp enough to catch the deception? Let's dive in. First question. What is the biggest myth about eye contact when someone lies? Look up and left naturally. Avoid eye contact completely always, or maintain unusually intense eye contact. You got it! C is the correct answer. Amateurs avoid your gaze. High-level deceivers will lock eyes with you to monitor your reactions. All right, that was just a quick warm-up. Next, what is observing someone's normal behavior before questioning called? Establishing a behavioral baseline, mirroring body language naturally, or cognitive profiling technique? Absolutely right. It's establishing a behavioral baseline. A nervous twitch might just be their everyday habit. Next, what does crossing arms or creating barriers during questioning usually indicate? Dominance and aggression displayed, releasing emotional tension outward, or defensive shielding against discomfort. Aha! It's defensive shielding against discomfort. Did you guess it? When people feel psychologically threatened, they subconsciously create physical barriers to protect their vital organs. Next, what feature separates a genuine smile from a fake smile, lasts exactly 10 seconds, eyes crinkle with smile, or crooked smile to left? Awesome! It's B. This is called a Duchenne smile. The eye muscles are incredibly difficult to fake. Next, why do stressed liars swallow often or lick their lips? Stress reduces saliva production, sudden allergic physical reaction, or delays answering difficult questions. Stress reduces saliva production. You can't control your salivary glands when your brain enters fight or flight mode. Well done. Next, what do feet pointing toward the exit usually reveal? Deep conversation engagement, desire to leave situation, or preparing for negotiation. It's definitely B. The feet react to survival instincts long before our faces can put on a mask. Superb job! Next, what is a pacifying behavior in body language analysis? Aggressive warning gesture displayed, forced verbal agreement, or self-soothing stress relief gesture? Good job! The answer is self-soothing stress relief gesture. When we feel stressed, our brain requires tactile stimulation to calm our heart rate down. Next, when do genuine emotional facial expressions usually appear while speaking? Exactly with spoken words, slightly before spoken words, or several seconds after speaking? You nailed it! It's B. Genuine emotion flashes on the face instantly. Next, what usually happens to blink rate after telling a fabricated lie? Increases sharply afterward, stops completely temporarily, or remains exactly unchanged? The answer is increases sharply afterward. While formulating a lie, the brain experiences high cognitive load. Once the lie is told, the relief causes a rapid flurry of blinking. Let's keep going! Will innocent people always appear calm during stressful questioning? True. Always calm, or false, nervousness is common? Nice work! It's false. Fear of being disbelieved looks identical to the fear of getting caught. Next, what is a microexpression in behavioral psychology? Long dramatic facial expression, brief involuntary emotional expression, or secret intelligence hand signal? B is the correct answer. Microexpressions are leaked raw data from the emotional brain before the conscious mind has time to hide it. Did you get it? Next, saying yes while subtly shaking your head is an example of verbal-nonverbal mismatch observed, cognitive resonance effect, or hyperfocus under pressure. Nice guess! It's verbal-nonverbal mismatch. When the body language says no, but the lips say yes, always trust the body. Next, which emotion is shown by one corner of the mouth raised? Anger toward others, contempt and superiority, or disgust toward object? The answer is contempt and superiority. No doubt about it. Contempt is the only asymmetrical facial expression. Next, what usually happens to pupils during sudden psychological stress? Stay completely unchanged, become very small, or dilate noticeably wider? They dilate noticeably wider. Easy peasy. The brain wants to let in more light to scan for threats, causing the pupils to expand. Round 15. What does eye-blocking behavior usually indicate during questioning? Intense focused attention, looking somewhere else, or blocking unpleasant information subconsciously? Perfect answer! It's blocking unpleasant information subconsciously. When we hear or see something we dislike, our eyelids stay shut longer to block out the threat. Next, why might someone suddenly freeze after hearing an incriminating question? Carefully considering response, primitive freeze survival response, or sudden muscle cramp? You nailed it again! B is the correct answer. A liar will dramatically reduce their movements to avoid drawing attention to themselves. Next, what does sudden lip compression often suggest during conversation? Withholding important information, feeling completely relaxed, or experiencing sudden happiness? Right again! The correct answer is withholding important information. The brain is commanding the body to physically lock down the lips so the truth doesn't escape. Next, what is ventilating behavior during moments of psychological stress? Heavy breathing repeatedly, opening nearby windows, or cooling the body subconsciously? Sweet victory! It's C. When a person's core body temperature rises rapidly due to stress hormones, they will subconsciously try to cool down. Next, what emotion does tucked chin with shrugged shoulders usually reveal? Vulnerability and insecurity, confidence and pride, or humor and sarcasm? The answer is A. Awesome possum! They are trying to make themselves smaller because they know they are exposed. Let's keep going. What does one-sided body movement usually suggest while explaining something? Forced or rehearsed emotion, left-handed body movement, or processing information mentally? The answer is forced or rehearsed emotion. You're so good! True, organic human behavior is balanced across the body. Next, why do deceptive people repeat your question before answering it? Didn't hear question clearly, gain time to fabricate, or showing polite respect? It's definitely B. Well done. By repeating the question, they don't have to stay silent while they scramble to fabricate a believable narrative. Next, what is distancing language in statement analysis techniques? Removing personal responsibility verbally, speaking much louder, or switching foreign languages? You got it! A is the right answer. Liars want to psychologically detach themselves from their bad behavior. Next, giving many details except key events is called what? Over-detailing and skipping, temporal event anchoring, or chronological storytelling flow? Aha! It's over-detailing and skipping. Easy peasy. Liars stack massive amounts of detail at the beginning to build false credibility, then rush past the lie itself. Next, why do investigators ask suspects to tell stories backward, confuse innocent people, make suspects mentally tired, or expose fabricated memories? Yep, it's expose fabricated memories. Fabricated stories are rehearsed like a linear movie script. If you play it backward, it breaks down. Did you guess it? Next. Phrases like honestly often signal what during questioning, strong personal integrity, excellent verbal skills, or selling a weak story. Absolutely right. It's C. Honest people do not need to construct a verbal scaffolding of holy oaths to convince you of their baseline truth. Next. How do deceptive people commonly react when directly accused? Calmly provide evidence, attack the accuser immediately, or react just like innocents. You got that correctly! B is the correct answer. A guilty person treats the accusation as an attack on their survival and tries to destroy the credibility of the accuser. We're almost there! Stay with me. What does response latency measure during an interrogation? Delay before answering, speaking volume level, or distance from interviewer. Yep, it's delay before answering. Nice guess! A multi-second delay indicates the brain is evaluating risks and options before speaking. Next, using softer words for wrongdoing is which defense mechanism? Minimization strategy used, maximization strategy used, or projection onto others? Superb job! A is the right answer. By reducing the moral weight of the words, the liar reduces their internal guilt. Are you ready for the next one? Let's go! Why do liars often avoid contractions during strong denials? Prefer formal grammar, add force to denial, or forget normal speech? Good job! The correct answer is add force to denial. Formalizing the words is a structural tool used to add artificial force to a statement. Last one. Angry denial plus self-touch usually indicates what behavioral pattern? Strong deception cluster, meaningless coincidence only, or complete physical relaxation? You nailed it again! It's strong deception cluster. Look for 3 signals together: a verbal qualifier, a delayed response, and a self-soothing gesture. That's where deception is more likely to hide. How many questions did you get right? Share your score in the comments. Pick up your next challenge, and don't forget to like and subscribe.